Hello everyone, it's Laffy Traffy. We are going to review chapter 1004 here. If you haven't already, check out my reaction to chapter 1004 up there. Go on, just click it. Or if you already have or just not interested, then here we go into chapter 1004 review, Kibi Dango. Or Millet, but I'm gonna say Kibi Dango because it's cuter. As soon as I read the title, I knew I had high hopes for this chapter, and I was not disappointed. Tama goes ham. First, the cover art is pretty cute. I was kind of concerned for Chopper at first because I did not think that they were Rumble Ball candies, that they were just Rumble Balls. And it looked like he was going to go Super Saiyan, but he didn't, so we're good. Moving on to the chapter, it opens up where Speed is deceiving her subordinates into eating special dango that will make them stronger. They admire her, so they listen without question. She says that they were made by Queen. Of course, Speed is still under control by Tama, as we see she was the reason Tama made it to Onigashima. I'm glad that was explained a bit because I thought that was kinda Deus Ex Machina-ish on how Tama was on the island. But we see Tama is putting in a lot of work creating an ass ton of dongos, making her look pretty worn out. This looks like the same deal we had with Cracker creating his biscuits. I'm not sure if there'll be a limit to her dongo or not, but she looks pretty tired. I mean, at least she's not like Mineta from My Hero Academia, where her face just starts bleeding everywhere for the more she uses it. That would be unsightly, to say the least. I've always liked Tama from when she was first introduced. Maybe it's just me, but she just doesn't have the same feel as other damsel in distress characters from other arcs. Rebecca, Violet, Konus, Shirahoshi. Tama has the excuse that she's actually really young, so I don't have the expectation of her fighting her own battles. Yet here she is, being more useful than most of the people I've listed. No offense. So the scene where she's crying for a better future for Wano, where Momo is shogun and she can eat all she can, it's so simple and sad. It got me, man. It got me. Then to see all the beast pirates fight alongside her towards that dream was awesome. Frankie has some awesome panel time as he's doing pretty well against Sasaki as General Frankie. Nami, Usopp, and Tama show up being chased by a huge number of beast pirates, or so it seems. They even pretend to be scared to convince Sasaki, who, ironically, goes on a mini monologue about how numbers are so important in battle and that their enemy will be inevitably overwhelmed. Just for Tama to yell out, "That's why I'm here," as Sasaki realizes that all of those beast pirates are actually fighting alongside the Straw Hats. That's unfortunate. Ulti and Page 1 are chasing the Straw Hats and try to warn Sasaki that all those beast pirates are all just traitors. This makes me wonder if the Kibi Dango didn't work on them. It seems odd that they're the only ones alongside the crowd that aren't under control. I don't believe we've seen any real zone users be put under control, so I don't know if it works either way. There's two ways to look at this. Either A, they're too strong and smart to have a dango just easily shoved into their mouth, either they dodge it or became suspicious and refused to eat it, or B, it was used on them, but it had no effect. There wasn't a lot of time to talk, but maybe we'll see in future chapters that Tama explains, "Unfortunately, my dango didn't have any effect on Ulti and Page 1. I wonder why?" Then we'll have the answer easy right there. I think it'd make more sense for the dango to only work on the fake smile users because of how Caesar made them with like animal genes and how disforms it makes the user, as if they don't have any control over the power. Regardless, Ulti and Page 1 know that some weird ability is being used, as Ulti goes to attack Nami, who responds with a Thunderland's Tempo! Right through Ulti. A lot of people are suggesting that Nami is foreshadowed to get Zeus back when she says, "I need stronger lightning." This would be really awesome, but I don't know if the Zeus ship has sailed already. Big Mom is far away fighting, and even if Nami did get Zeus, if Big Mom dies, then Zeus would be moot. Unless Nami gets Big Mom's fruit! Holy shit, that would fit Nami's personality and fighting style so well! I mean, just imagine! Oda said Nami would be best suited for Eneru's fruit, but Big Mom's is so similar, and within reach, depending on how you think the raid will end. Although, come to think of it, she would have to get souls to fill those homies, so maybe it's a little too dark for a Straw Hat. I mean, she could take enemy souls, but that's still a little sketchy. Well, we'll just have to see. We see Usopp doing his speciality for shooting Dongo stars into everyone's mouth, which reminded me of Thriller Bark and the Salt against the Zombies. Overall, it was really nice to see the Straw Hats and what they were doing, so, we're not entirely looking at the roof, because I really think that we're gonna have to see each Straw Hat defeat their opponent before the fight on the roof gets really serious. I mean, that's just how the arcs have been so far. And now we go over to poor Sanji. There's a lot of mixed feelings for me over here the more I think about what's going on. On the one hand, this is similar to Eni's lobby, where Khalifa had Sanji trapped and Nami went to save him. It was pretty stupid at the time and didn't really give Sanji a lot of credit, but the whole point of Sanji's character is to show how important it is to stick to your values. He has these extreme values like never hurting a woman, never using his hands to fight, and always feeding someone who is hungry, regardless of the consequences for each of them. These points were reinforced by the Khalifa fight, his fighting style overall, and Whole Cake Island where he fed Big Mom, and even back in the Baratier where he fed Gin and Don Krieg. While we want character development, it would really do Sanji's character dirty if he hit a woman just because he was backed into a corner. I've seen a few opinions on the matter, but I think the best course of action is for Sanji to have to choose between saving Robin and hurting Black Maria, or his values. And I do want Sanji to change his values. His chivalry of respecting and honoring women really is a detriment, and often more times than not, his actions are quite disrespectful and degrading to the women around him. This is a whole tangent in of itself, but as an advocate of gender equality, I don't think there's an issue to fight a woman. Wouldn't it be great if Sanji could see Black Maria for the formidable opponent she is and is worthy of giving his best? It's definitely a hard line to balance on, but if he could have the realization that respecting women means actually treating them as equals, whether it's as allies or enemies, and coming to Robin's aid to fight Black Maria, this way he doesn't necessarily abandon his values, he just progresses in his way of thinking. But we'll have to have a very specific scenario set up with Robin and Black Maria and Sanji, so we'll just have to see. And moving away from all that, his statement that you shouldn't underestimate Nico Robin was pretty great. This is for sure setting up a Robin versus Black Maria fight, and I am here for it. I really do love that Robin is finally being a key player in these arcs. She was hyped up in Zoe about being the only one to read poneglyphs and warned that many people will want to capture her and use her to find Laughtail. And now we are seeing it in action! First, Kaido and Big Mom expressed intent to capture her, now Black Maria is echoing those orders and trying to get Sanji to sell her out. Like that would ever happen. But it's just great to see how important of a role Nico Robin really is. Because she really is. Also, as a side note, a lot of people think that the person with the eye mask, where Sanji was supposed to speak towards them, is Robin. Sanji and this person have like the ... bubbles, which implies that there's something more to who they are or what they're doing, but I'm not sure that's Robin. Robin was for sure headed that way, so she will arrive soon, but this girl isn't wearing the same clothes and has a different hairstyle than we've seen Robin with last. So I'm gonna go with it's not Robin for now. This girl also said, "Black Maria, did you hear that?" to make sure that she heard the need for someone to go eliminate the samurai, so I don't think Robin would do that. This leads to the final big scene of the chapter, where there is a 10th person down with the scabbards helping them. There's been a lot of speculation, but it really only makes sense that it's one person. Eneru. You can clearly see his dangly ears in the silhouette. I mean, who else could it be? Remember when I said that Eneru was watching the fight from the moon and sympathizing with Big Mom's lightning attacks not working on Luffy? Yeah, that's right. I called it. This was the final push he needed to come down with his army from the moon and call a rematch with Straw Hat. The Squirrel Girl is clearly misinterpreting what's going on. While it may look like the 10th person is helping, Eneru is actually about to kill all the scabbards and then make his way to the roof to defeat everyone. What? You think it's Hiyori? That just makes no sense. Do you guys even pay attention? Okay, yeah, I guess we'll have to see who it is. Sure, it could be Hiyori, yeah, for sure. Just keep thinking that. No, we'll see, we'll see. But more on a serious note, it's clear that this is Hiyori. The last we heard was she was hidden somewhere, but with all that she has at stake here on Onigashima, it was kind of unbelievable that she would just sit back and let other people take care of it. So it made a ton of sense for her to have snuck here somehow. At first glance, I didn't even know that that tiny shadow was a person at all, but Kinemon is super tall, and looking back, give or take a little exaggeration, it lines up with heights. You see the first panel of the scabbards by themselves, but then in the second panel where it's mentioned that there's another person, you can see that someone has moved towards Kinemon and you see the ruffling noises near them. I mean, if it's not Hiyori, I guess you could say it's Toki, but I'm not necessarily on that train yet. We saw her shot down and bleeding as she gave her speech to the Wano residents, and it was said, not shown, that she collapsed. So I guess with Oda, it could very well be Toki. But either way, I'm excited and cannot wait to find out who it is and what role they'll play. Unfortunately, there is a break next week, but I can't even bring myself to complain, really. While I would love to see Kaido's hybrid form and who is helping the scabbards, we've had like 4 chapters in a row that have been amazing and without breaks in between. Our man Oda could take a break. And with there being a break, I will definitely be able to work on my other series of the One Piece anime versus manga. My next video is Syrup Village, so make sure you subscribe if you're interested in that and want to keep up. Leave a like and a comment on this video for what you're most excited to see next chapter. Is it Kaido? Robin showing up to Black Maria? The shadowy figure helping the scabbards? Let me know. And have a great day, follow your dreams, and check me next time.